Okay, we've created a standard access control list. Let's talk about editing the standard access control list. So let's hop back into our router real quick. And our show run should still be on the screen. So we see our access list, permit 192.168.1.11. So we're permitting this one. Let's say we want to add on another PC. We want to allow this PC to go through there too, 192.168.2.10. So back to our router. Now because we're adding an extra line, this is actually really easy. Just config T, it's access list 1 permit host 192.168.2.11. And it adds it in. In fact, let's end that and let's do a show access list. And here we'll see our access list. And we have two lines. No, this first number, 10, 20, these are sequence numbers. So this is line 10, this is line 20. And that's to allow us to do some editing a little bit later on. We're permitting host 192.168.2.11 and, well, it should be 2.10. By the way, I want to point out this right here. 8 matches means that this line has been used 8 different times to allow traffic. Now, this one is not correct, so I want to get rid of it. So I'm going to do config T access list 1 permit host 192.168.2.10. That's the one that I actually want. So exit out, show access list, and there we go. Now the problem is I have this line right here. Now there is a major drawback to this, and that is if I try to delete this line, it doesn't work the way we expect it to. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to issue the command no IP access list 1 permit host 192.168.2.11. And it doesn't take it. Well, let me actually fix my command here, because I don't need IP there. No access list 1. There we go. That took it. It's amazing how it works when you type the command right. All right, so let's exit out and show access list. Or not. Let's show our run. Our access list is gone. So this is what happens when you try to remove a line from an access list like that. And that is, what it does is it just wipes out the access list entirely. So that becomes a major problem. Now there is a way to do it. Okay, so there are two different types of access lists. Well, beyond the standard and extended access lists. We have a named access list and a numbered access list. A named access list will actually give us a little more possibilities, a little more options. And that is, it will let us, it lets us actually put a descriptive name on it. So that's helpful to begin with. But it also gives us the option to edit because it uses a different config mode. So let's do this. We're going to create an access list, and this time we're going to change things up a little bit. We're going to allow all traffic except for this PC. So we're going to allow this one, but not this one. Now we don't want to come here and put in a command that says deny this, because if we do, then and we don't have a permit, it just denies everything, right? So we need to do a permit first. So what I'm going to do is on my router, and I'm going to do this incorrectly first, and then I'm going to show you how to fix it. So go back to my config T, and I'm going to do access list 1 permit any. Now there are two keywords here, any and host. Host says use this specific IP address. It's just identifying it at one device. Any means everybody. So I've permitted anything. Now I want to add a line that says access list 1 deny 192.168.1.11. Let's make that deny host 192.168.1.11. All right, so now if I look on my access list, show access list, I have my two lines. Now it actually won't work because the way an access list functions on a Cisco router is it will process from the top down. So it's going to process line 10, then line 20, then line 30, then line 40. And that's as soon as it finds a match, it executes. It doesn't look for a better match. So what happens is when we try to ping from 192.168.1.11, it's going to hit the permit any, and it's going to say, yeah, you're part of any, and so it's going to allow the traffic through. So what I need to do is I need to get this line, line 20, up above line 10. And I can do that using a named access list. Now here's the other fun thing with named access lists, is I can create a named access list. Command is slightly different. It's IP access list. So I have to do the IP here because I'm specifying IPv4 and not IPv6. IPv6 only uses named access lists. And it works the same way, IPv6 access list. And then we have to specify whether it's standard or extended. So ST is going to make it a standard access list. And then I put the name of it. Now in this case, I already have an access list 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say do the standard access list named 1. And that's going to put me in, here's our other config mode, standard named ACL or standard named access control list configuration mode. So now I can specify things by line number. So I can type no 20. And now I'll do the do command, turn my privilege set command mode from here, do show IP access list, and now it's only going to give me this one, line 20 is gone. So I want to put something up above that. So I'm going to specify on line 5 add a deny host 192.168.1.11. And then do show IP access list, and there we go. And this is now line 5. Now, just to be aware, always go look at those line numbers because they will change. It won't reorder your lines. Well, there are a couple of instances where it will, but that's when things are obviously in conflict. But what the Cisco iOS will do is this is now line 5 and line 10. If I save this configuration, reboot the device, when I come back up, it's going to renumber them to line 10 and line 20. So we'll always reset that to where you have 9 numbers in between each line to edit at will. Okay, so we have edited a standard access control list. Let's see if it works. So now I should be able to ping this server from here. So I'm going to go to my command prompt, and I'm going to ping 192.168.3.5. And I get reply, reply, reply. All right, can I do it from this one now? And this one should be blocked because it's on that deny line. So we're going to ping 192.168.3.5. And we get destination host unreachable 4 times. Perfect. By the way, just for the fun of it, let's come back into our router real quick. And we'll issue the command again, show IP access lists. And you're going to see now we have matches on this line and matches on this line. Okay, which, by the way, is a great way to make sure that your access list is actually functioning correctly. Okay, so we've created and now we've edited a standard access control list. Now it still has this ongoing issue of, because it's a standard access control list, I'm filtering only on source IP address, which means I can't differentiate between these two machines. Well, not with traffic coming from here, because this is going to require me to differentiate based on destination IP address. I also can't differentiate on protocol. Those two things are going to require an extended access control list, and that is going to be the subject of our next video.